Welcome to the bold analysis. Kenya risk falling into the tribal cocoons in 2027. This is the making of President Ruto and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga's pact, as Rigathi Gachagua also consolidates his axis. The president is gearing up to tour Mount Kenya region, and the plan is to spend 5 days in Sagana State Lodge. And this is going to be the first trip after viciously, erroneously, and actually illegally impeaching his deputy using very ferocious charges. And after that impeachment, the president received a red card. He kept off the region. Rigathi charged. And with the handshake with Raila Odinga, the Western Battalion took time preaching the politics of isolation. What is at stake in this tour, and why it is still going to be a make or break for the president in Mount Kenya? The headache within. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos, and thank you very much for supporting this podcast. When you subscribe, you're going to get notifications when we publish our videos, and remember, subscription is absolutely free. There is nothing going to be charged from your account because you have subscribed to this channel. Just political analysis, and that is the reason why you need to be a member of this great family. The Mount Kenya tour is a make or break for the president, because I can tell you here that from this tour, this might be the last time for the president to visit again this year, or it might be again the start of him frequenting the region. The deputy president, who was lethal against the president, seemed to have relocated to Nairobi office, and Wamunyoro meetings that were going on and were seen as part of the strategy that was charging the mountain seem to have gone down, as the deputy president now is spending more time in Nairobi preparing for launch of his new party. And the party is not supposed to be launched in Nyeri. The party is supposed to have a national outlook. With Ruto handlers speaking the politics of isolation, the unity card in Mount Kenya that the president might take in Mount Kenya is very critical. But will the people hear? So many questions still linger. Why did you impeach Rigathi Gachagua after spending time telling the country and telling the region that that was the right man for you? And will it be viable to pitch for the candidature, for the running mate, for the deputy slot to Kithure Kindiki? And things are a bit more complex, and I'm telling you, this time is not even right. It's not even ripe for that tour. Ndindi Nyoro has been removed as the Budget and Appropriation Committee chairperson after 2 years, and after failing to get a mistake, or rather his only mistake is to be neutral on Rigathi impeachment. But after realizing you didn't have a charge sheet against Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah was charged to run a tribalist narrative that during his reign at the Budget and Appropriation Committee, he rerouted more resources to his constituency at the behest of other MPs. And that was leveled against him. Since that accusation, Kimani Ichung'wah has gone silent, not even coming close to comment about this. In Meru, Kawira Mwangaza has been shown the door, and someone says Meru MPs believed, when you followed the impeachment session in the Senate, Meru MPs believed that they cannot be led by a woman. Meru chauvinism. So an impeachment of Kawira Mwangaza is supposed to be a strategy to consolidate the Meru men around the new governor. I tend to think they had declined, that they were not going to converge around Governor Kawira Mwangaza. But all that still have pending questions into the Meru issue. Rigathi Gachagua is telling the mountain that you must abandon the dead UDA and join his newly formed party that is supposed to be unveiled in May. The president is supposed to look at this, and one of the key things I'm going to look at is, and I'm going to pay attention here, is the president going to activate the UDA grassroots? And can it be activated? Because one thing I need to tell you, if Rigathi is going to launch his party, Rigathi is going to inherit the UDA structures. The grassroots structures of UDA in Mount Kenya are the ones that the president, that the deputy president, former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua would use. So in that trip, I'm going to pay attention to the visibility of UDA party. It will be keen on this. The second bit of this is about the other observation, the other key factor that I'm also going to pay attention to on that president's tour is how he's going to interact with the question of Rigathi Gachagua impeachment. Is he going to say something about it? Is he going to ignore it? I'll be keen to look at how that would be. The other point of focus is the coverage. Because of late, Rigathi Gachagua has been getting the airtime. Even tomorrow he will be in Kameme, if I'm not wrong. On Monday he will be in Kameme. Rigathi Gachagua has been getting the attention of the Mount Kenya lenses. A month has not gone without the president, without the former deputy president talking to his people. So I'm also going to keenly look at that. How are they going to cover? Are they going to trivialize the tour, or cover the snippets of the messages he's saying? His message will be key, because as we talk now, the country is facing a difficult challenge. And it is the challenge of 41 versus 1. In this podcast, I said our pillars are 3. Is it morally upright? Is it justice? Does it serve justice? And is it legal? That ethnic line of 41 versus 1 is even illegal, because the Constitution envisions balance. It is immoral to think about isolating the other. I saw the message in Nairobi during the Nairobi tour. He kept on saying, the government is huge. It is not a must that one person must leave for the other to get a seat. So I will really keen looking at how he's going to navigate bit of this message. And the other factor is defending what he has done for Mount Kenya. Recently, there was a list that was revealed, that was leaked. And let's just reason. Do you know there was a list of fertilizer distribution? Nairobi as a county, there was a higher distribution of fertilizer than Nyeri. Go and look for that list. Look for that list. It's all over in the Mtandao. Look at the way the vultures, I normally say termites coming out of the woodwork now to feast on you. They're coming out, and one of the things that is now happening as we talk is that Mount Kenya Nairobi County. I don't know who is farming here. Okay, I don't know where Nairobi ends, probably. Because to the other side is Machakos. It is Machakos, the counties that border Nairobi. Machakos, Kajiado, and Kiambu. Which is the other way. I think they are only those ones. Machakos, Kajiado, Kiambu. Someone says partly Muranga, I don't know. And I don't know where people do farming in this Nairobi County. I don't know. So Rigathi spoke about things. Rigathi used to speak about fertilizer. You guys speak about coffee. I want to see whether the president will delve into that conversation or he's just going to repeat the monotonous affordable housing, visiting a primary school there, giving a bus, you know, the REREC, rural electrification, getting someone there, go visit someone's house. And I don't know whether it's going to be, or go and launch some water tap somewhere. I'm keen to look at how he's going to he's going to delve on those. The other factor I'm also paying attention to is defending the Shah and the policies that have failed. I think his greatest critics in the country are currently from Mount Kenya. Not greatest, but frontliners. So the other day I saw, who is he? Who is she? I saw Embu Governor Cecily Mbarire confirming, accepting that Shah is not working. This trip is happening just days after signing a deal with Raila Odinga. The deal with Raila Odinga is also supposed to occasion some cabinet reshuffle. And that cabinet reshuffle is going to have some tilt, is going to tilt the scales. That deal, on Raila Odinga's side, I had Sefona saying he's sitting down some marking scheme to mark, so that if the president doesn't solve what was agreed, then they will read a betrayal card on him. That deal has come at a time Rigathi Gachagua is telling Raila Odinga, join my camp and I will make you a president by 10 a.m. Oh, after listening to Macharia's statement yesterday, I have reconciled my conscience that Raila Odinga has never taken his presidential bid serious. No. Right Honorable Raila Odinga has never taken that bid seriously. Because I heard Macharia saying, and so even if Rigathi is saying you want to, if Rigathi endorses Raila, and Raila is not interested in it, the stories, what are you saying, okay? The stories that the theories that people used to run that, Uhuru Kenyatta conned Raila. Uhuru Kenyatta did this, Uhuru Kenyatta did that. Do you know since 2022 general election, Right Honorable Raila Odinga has come out to say, he's never said that Uhuru betrayed me. Uhuru never supported me. The same thing he's saying about William Ruto after AUC. And let me say it. The kind of machinery and the kind of think tank around Raila have never been presidential material. The UNETs cannot make you the president. No. State and okay, allow me to digress so that I explain this. You know this amorphous thing called deep state. It is not that there are some people seated there powerful, no. The deep state is divided into three. There is the money, there is the gun, or the weapon, and there is the people. So Raila Odinga has always have the people. And that is why after every election, the president who has won will have the money and the gun and the weapon. but we lack the people. So we'll go for Raila to make sure that your deep state is complete. Now, Raila Odinga have been having the people. And Junet are very good in campaigning, sweet talking. The Johos are good in saying, kama ni noma, ni noma. And that is interesting for traction. Atuolis are good kusema kata miti, but that is only capturing the people. Raila Odinga is never aligning with the money and the gun. In fact, it is not the money of hanging around with billionaires like Wanjigi. It is the corporate money, the people that control the economy. I will one day take time and delve more about that, but people who understand that bit, shikilia hapo. Raila's lieutenants are preaching ethnic cannibalization, a wrong move, at a time the president is going to central Kenya. Very critical. He's going to a region that is wounded, a region that is bleeding, people who are angry. And I'm telling you, the anger has been sustained. Why this trip is a big headache. Mount Kenya MPs would actually make up their mind whether it will be politically right to associate with President Ruto for their 2027 re-election or think otherwise. Let me tell you, the president can get his second term. Yes, that is the reality. He can get his second term with legally or illegally, morally or justice or no justice. He can. He's trying he's going for Raila. I've always been asking, an MP from, let's say, Kegumo, from Tegania West, is there a Raila vote that you will, is there a vote that you will get because Ruto had a handshake with Raila? And the reason why it is a decisive factor for the MPs is, number one, they want to know, is it politically right to align with the president? And someone should not lie to MPs that there is some money, that there is some rigging that will happen. Even if someone will rig, they will rig the national vote. They will not rig the one for the MP. Hiyo atangoja atafute mwenye akona seats mingi abai alete kwa government, apate majority, apatie speaker, and life moves on. And number two, the other thing why on this month, the fate of Mount Kenya MPs, is they also want to ascertain, does the people appreciate the government and what Ruto is saying is done? Second reason why the president trip is a big headache in Mount Kenya. Rigathi has emerged as the alternative voice. So the president must choose how to go about it. I would be interested to see, is he going combative? Will he go to Nyeri town and call Rigathi yule mtu wa Mkabila? Or he will avoid the discussion about Rigathi Gachagua. Will they attack Rigathi there? You never know. You might go to destroy. Rigathi is a general, but a wounded one. Do you go to destroy the wounded general, or you go for soft language? It will be interesting. Because the president can surrender his fate on Mount Kenya, on Rigathi Gachagua. And if he surrenders, then those MPs will have to think, oh, hapa sasa hatuwezi. Number two, effectiveness of tokenism in 2027. In 2022, tokenism worked. The president visited several churches there, promising and giving bishops money. Went there with sewing machines and all manner of tools, convening and meeting women groups, giving the women groups money here and there, and promising them the realization of the bottom up. I saw that had started in Nairobi. He visited schools, a bus there, a classroom there, until you wonder, are they donations? Is this some charity program? Are they things that are budgeted for? What is your take? It will be interesting to see how this rolls. Thank you.